Pakistan has made a remarkable shift in its national security doctrine. Army Chief General Asim Munir has made a powerful statement. Pakistan must become a hard state. His message was clear: a state that delays justice, tolerates lawlessness, and allows hostile elements to exploit its democratic values cannot survive. But instead of engaging with the real issues, certain media outlets, YouTubers, and political groups launched a propaganda campaign against this statement. International and national actors twisted the meanings of a hard state, framing it as a crackdown on democracy rather than a call for strong governance. They falsely portrayed the speech as a shift towards authoritarianism. The very countries that accuse Pakistan of suppressing freedom of speech have a far worse record when it comes to dissent. In India, the so-called largest democracy, journalists are jailed, opposition leaders are disqualified, and Kashmir remains under military crackdown. But when Pakistan legitimately takes action against separatists and extremists, these same Western powers cry about human rights. This hypocrisy must end. Similarly, YouTubers with political affiliations deliberately misrepresented the call for governance reform as an attack on civil liberties. PTM and BYC-linked narratives painted the state's response to terrorism as repression, while conveniently ignoring the victims of separatist and extremist violence. These groups, whether intentionally or due to their biases, have indirectly aided terrorist outfits like BLA and TTP. By distorting Pakistan's counter-terrorism stance, they provide ideological cover to anti-state actors. However, the reality is stark. The Jafar Express attack is a reminder that militant networks remain active. BLA, TTP, and their sympathizers continue to challenge state authority. The unchecked nexus of crime and terrorism threatens internal stability. Pakistan's leniency has been misread as weakness. Democratic freedom have been weaponized against the state. The result? Lawlessness, public unrest, and a false perception of state failure. A hard state is not about absolute rigidity and fascism. It is about resilience, perseverance, and discipline. It is about breaking free from the circle of indecision. It is about governance that delivers security, economic stability, and national dignity without compromise. Across the world, strong security governance is the foundation of stability. Take the example of Sri Lanka. The country fought a decades-long battle against the Tamil Tigers, a militant separatist group responsible for thousands of deaths. For years, Sri Lanka attempted peace talks, negotiations, and leniency, but the Tamil Tigers exploited this, growing stronger. Finally, in 2009, the Sri Lankan military, with the help of Pakistan, launched a full-scale offensive operation and decisively ended the separatist menace. The result? Peace and stability returned. Sadly, Pakistan didn't follow the same path and stayed soft on look-like dissenting but chaotic voices in reality. These states of Sri Lanka understood a fundamental truth: no state survives without enforcing order. Pakistan's governance must adopt the same decisiveness, not through arbitrary force but through strategic resilience. On the security front, a hard state means a judicial system that delivers swift justice, not delayed verdicts. Intelligence networks that preempt threats before they materialize. Law enforcement that treats crime and terrorism as non-negotiable battles. And it is not just about security. A hard state is also about economic discipline. Pakistan's economic policies have suffered from inconsistency. Investors hesitate when governance is uncertain. A soft state allows corruption and inefficiency to derail progress. The shift to a hard state means no tolerance for financial mismanagement, crackdowns on economic corruption and tax evasion, a bureaucracy that is free of procedural complexities and red tapeism. A stable economy is built on decisive reforms, not political compromises. A governance model that prioritizes national interest over vested interests will redefine Pakistan's global standing. The shift to a hard state is not about restricting freedoms. It is about creating a system where those freedoms are protected by stability. It means safer streets where citizens feel secure from the security evils, terrorism, separatism, and extremism. A society in which there is no place for propaganda and misinformation. An economy where opportunities replace uncertainty. a governance model that inspires confidence, not citizen skepticism. Pakistan stands at a crossroads. The choice is clear. Either remain a state where disorder thrives or transition into a disciplined, resilient nation. A hard state is not just a necessity, it is the future. This is Amara Farid Baloch and you're watching Nexus Bulletin.